Hello, welcome back to my channel, Enjoy Plans. Today I am doing a plan with me in my brand new Recollections planner. Thanks to Bridget, who watches my YouTube videos, and she sent me this planner, and she also sent me this kit and the foil bundle. So I feel like Bridget basically sponsored this video. Anyways, thank you again, Bridget. It's so sweet of you. And this kit is just so stinking cute. It just screams summer, and I love the colors that Planner Pixie Co chose. I don't think I said that. This kit is from Planner Pixie Co. It's in glossy, and it is what am I trying to say? It's like the bigger kit format, and it's from the Sunset. The kit name is Sunset, and it's from that Kittenish Girl Jess art. And yeah, I feel like it has been one of the more popular kits, like summer kits of the summer. And every shop kind of chose different colors, but I'm a big fan of this color combo. And I really debated on color blocking or not. Like, I even waited to lay down the glitter headers because I was like still thinking about it and deciding. And I have been really into color blocking lately, but I decided I love all of these colors way too much. So I was just going to embrace like all the colors. And I kind of like, even though I had the bigger kit format, I did use extenders for like the first time, and it feels like a year. I honestly never use extenders. I couldn't tell you the last time I used extenders. So I decided to leave in the clips of me attempting to do extenders. If you are interested in extenders though, go watch Rosie Plans. She has a whole video tutorial, and I think Audrey of Scribble Prints Co does as well. But like there's some like professionals or just people who use them every week. I am not, so mine is not graceful. But nonetheless, I decided to keep it in to show you in case you were curious. And just to show how I don't know. Just to keep it in. Sometimes it's interesting to see how other people do it. Like I said, I'm by no means an expert, but here we are. So this foil bundle is in the color Melon, and it's hard to tell because a lot of Planner Pixie Co.'s stuff, a lot of her foil is printable, so I don't really know all of her foil colors, but it kind of looks like pink, but also shifts to being more like corally, and it totally flows with the kit. I feel like the camera just didn't do it justice, so I'll make sure and give a good little like wiggle at the end, but I do love it, and I love a good like seasonal bottom washi overlay. That has been kind of something I've been into, and I've been into it for a while, but I've realized that like with me using kind of less and less foil, the one thing I do like and one thing I will continue to purchase like in the foil department is seasonal bottom washi overlays. I feel like if I buy generic ones, they don't end up getting used because I just like, I don't know, for whatever reason. And then but the seasonal ones like always make it in. So I'm excited because I will be placing an order with Alicia Crafts soon, and I know her shop's been open for a while. If you like foil, definitely check her shop out. I just kind of have been like on a pretty low spend, and like I said, I was kind of in a foil funk, so I saw her new like fall collection, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. And again, she has so many different varieties of seasonal bottom washi overlay and so many colors. So I'm excited for that and to check out her shop. So actually, speaking of that, as I'm like trying to figure out my collection or like figure out what I want to order for foil, I'm having a hard time because I don't have my fall kits. So I have 2 questions for you all to answer in the comment section down below. 1, do you buy foil in hopes that it will get used like in the future? Like, for example, if I don't have any of my fall foil or like any of my fall kits, do you like, would you, if you were me, just buy fall foil in a couple core like useful fall colors in hopes that it will go with the kits that you want? Or do you wait, get the kits, and then place your order? So I'm curious about that question. And then 2, what are your top fall foil colors? I love gold, but that's like my favorite color, foil color year round. So I know I'll pick up some gold, but I also love copper. I'm not a rose gold fan, and I've always treated copper as like my rose gold. So I'm thinking about picking some foil up in like copper, but I'm a little conflicted because she does have this like sparkly orange type of foil that I think would look really pretty with some fall like kits, with the right kit, and that's the one I'm kind of stumped on. So anyways, those are my 2 questions for you. If you have any answers, advice, input, leave it down below. I just love like hearing, I don't know, everybody thinks so differently. And I think part of it is everybody plans differently. So a lot of you memory planners for something to come later, like even a couple weeks after you plan, it's not that big of a deal. But since I plan ahead, I feel like I have to have stuff like way in advance. So something to keep in mind. Speaking of that, this week I was on vacation I ended up kind of like extending it longer and longer because it was just like driving distance. And we went over to a lake that my family loves to go to, and it was kind of our last hoorah. I think I talked about it if you watched my last plan with me. And my siblings are moving out of state, so this is like kind of our last time doing this. And this week that I'm planning, or like filming right now, as you see, is technically the week of July 4th. Like 4th is on the Monday, but I used the 4th of July kit last week because that's when kind of the festivities were. But this week, I ended up extending. I was going to drive home on the 4th because on the 5th, I started teaching summer school. And with like how the traffic works for this location, since we go there so much, we kind of know like the times that you need to leave. And it's like a 3.5 hour drive to get home. So we kind of knew that if I were to drive home, I would need to leave like early in the morning on the 4th, like at 9. I guess it's not that early, but like 9 or 10. I need to leave by like 9 a.m. And then I'd miss like all kind of the festivities, and we had friends that were staying with us that I hadn't seen in a while, and like the couples like kind of like mentored me over the years, and basically like another set of siblings for me. So it was like really hard to say goodbye. So my sweet father ended up driving home with me on the 5th at 4 a.m. in the morning. And then I literally went straight into work. Like I dropped him off at his house and went straight to work. So it was wild. And like that was the first day of school. And keep in mind, like summer school, if you're a teacher and if you've ever taught summer school, I'm not sure what your experience is, but this is my 3rd year teaching summer school. And you'd think I'd have it kind of down. No, it is just as chaotic. Things change so much year to year, and every year is a different kind of location, or we were online one year. So it was just like coming in like straight into work on the first day and getting barely any sleep and being in like the car for 3.5 hours. It's like, it was rough, but we made it. I had a good first day. My class was really good, and they're like a really fun bunch. So it kind of just keeps the joy alive. And I know a lot of teachers don't want to teach summer school because they're burnt out. And a lot of teachers, like when they heard I was teaching summer school, they're like, oh, don't you want a break? I don't know. So it reminded me that like how much I love my job, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that kind of getting this fresh group and fresh, like kind of chaos, I kind of like thrive on it. And I just really enjoyed it, and it's fun. So I am loving that so far, and what's nice about it is it's only for a total of 19 days, and they're just half days, so you can do anything for 19 days, right? And I'm already a fourth of the way through it, so it's great. I did realize this week that I am so, like, I didn't plan kind of ahead. I like to plan my weeks in my planner, lay all the stickers down, lay the base, all that, and before the Monday of the incoming week. So then that way I can, like, before I go to bed, I can put the stickers down and for that day, and it's kind of my like quiet time, reset before I go to bed, reflect on the day, kind of see what I need to do for tomorrow, that kind of stuff. And it's just a good little self-care pause time that I give myself. But this week, I obviously kind of missed doing that because I was out of town for so long, and then I didn't plan ahead. And when I came home, it was already kind of like halfway through the week, and I just was on that sleep deprivation. Wait, is that the word? Deprivation? I was sleep deprived. I honestly still feel like I am. That's why I can't even talk straight. And so I was just like coming home and napping for hours. And then, of course, then I'd stay up late because I'd nap for hours and then get a little sleep. And so it'd just be like that constant cycle. I feel like that was this week. And then almost every evening, I feel like I had plans. So I wasn't able to, I laid down kind of this base, I think on Wednesday. And then I didn't come back until Sunday evening to do the rest. And that was just too much for me. That, like, I've said this before when I've had to do this, doing memory planning is not for the weak, y'all. If you do this every week, when you do these long stretches, like, I mean, I lay down the base, but, you know, the base is just one part kind of thing. But, like, people will lay down the base and all their stickers for the week. It's just a commitment, and I just felt like it was just too much. And I did realize that one of the things that I love about the way that I like doing it, the way that works well for me, is then I feel like I get to enjoy the spread more because I'm seeing it like every night and seeing kind of all the pretty stickers and taking it all in and really looking at the spread and spending time with the spread, which that sounds like so weird, but you know, just savoring it. Whereas here, I feel like I didn't fully get to savor this spread because I didn't look at it really, and like I did a quick lay down and then, but it just like, I feel like I wasn't enjoying it because I was like, oh, I'm already halfway through the week. I have to lay the base down, like kind of in that catch up mode. And so I don't know, just a thought, random, very, very, very random thought, but that's kind of the conclusion I came to. So I'm out of town next weekend, and I plan on having my base done before. So that way, all I have to do is catch up on the day-to-day, but not in like the whole thing. Hopefully that makes sense, but that was a pretty long ramble. But that's the best part about the planning community is that everybody does it differently and everybody has a style that works for them. Some people find it therapeutic to do that whole long stint, or they kind of break it up in whatever way works for you. But I found that I enjoy my like nightly savoring of the spread, however weird that sounds. And here I am layering glitter headers to make a bougie box because I thought I had enough, but of course, because I was using extenders, I didn't really think about it. And then on Monday, I placed 2 of those bougie boxes within the extender, and so I was one short, but you can't even notice it, and it's hidden under the extender. So anyways, I feel like this plan with me is super long, and I've been rambling for forever. So I am going to, while I lay down the stickers for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to do a couple this or that questions, and you can let me know if you have any similarities or any of the answers down below in the comment section as well. So the first question is popsicle or ice cream? And ooh, that's hard. I feel like ice cream. You just have to go with ice cream. But there are certain days, like when it's really, really hot, sometimes a popsicle hits the spot because it gives a little bit of juicy vibes. And sometimes you like just need to quench your thirst. So gonna go with ice cream, but there are time and a place for popsicles. Next question is camping trip or tropical trip? In 1000,000,000% tropical trip. I have gone on some camping, but I never went camping until I went to college, which might sound like kind of, I don't know, spoiled sounds like a very intense word, but like we just didn't, my family just didn't do that. Were mostly, a lot of my trips were with my brother's like baseball team. And so it was just like purposeful like sports trips, and like family vacations were like within driving distance, or I don't know, the occasional, bigger trips. But camping, my parents just aren't like outdoorsy people like that. So I didn't go on a camping trip until I went to college, and we did like floor-wide camping trips, and that was a wild experience for my first time. But now that I'm married to somebody that enjoys camping, we have gone a few times, and it is fun. But Washington weather is just wild, so a lot of like camping is just really finicky, and it's hard to do because you just don't know. So I'd rather do a tropical trip where you're guaranteed sun, and I'm a type of person, if I'm on vacation, I just want to sit and relax. So that's more of my scene personally. All right, next question is summer reading list or summer playlist, and for sure summer playlist. I am not a reader, which is so bad because I'm a teacher and I teach kids how to read, and like I'm always talking about the love of reading, but I am a hypocrite. And I will own it because I don't read in my own time. Like, I read one book this past week, and it was just like a easy teen type read. The Summer I Turned Pretty series, like that kind of read. And that was an achievement. My whole family was laughing at me that I actually read a book, because normally I am just like, I'm listening to music, or I'm napping, or literally anything else under the sun besides reading. But maybe this is a new me. I'm hoping it is. So we shall see. But yeah, definitely summer playlists. I am all for listening to music. All right, next question is outdoor movie or outdoor concert. And that's really hard. I feel like I want to say outdoor movie, even though I don't go to them as much, because they just start so late, and I don't know. But something about them are just like, it just screams summer, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like outdoor concerts I'm trying to think. I guess I've gone to a few outdoor concerts, but they've mostly been at like the fair. I don't know if that's like, if that counts, but that's kind of the only outdoor concerts. But I guess those were cool. I don't know. I'm not like a huge concert attender. I didn't go to much like growing up, so I kind of go to some as an adult, and there's certain ones, but movies I am all over. So I think I'm going to say that. And honestly, going to a drive-in movie, I don't know if that's just a summertime thing, but going to a drive-in movie is on my bucket list. So one day I'm going to find a place that I can do that at, because to me that just seems like so much fun. All right, next question is strawberries or watermelon, and definitely watermelon. There is nothing better than a summer good watermelon. Like, ooh, so good. And I like strawberries are year round, but watermelon is just summer. It equals summer in my books. Next question is stargazing or bike riding, and that's 100% stargazing. I love like looking up at the stars at night, especially if you're kind of like removed from the city and you can see them. I love our like house that we can actually see them, because we're a little bit farther out now from the city, because we've used to live like closer in and it was really hard to see, but now you can see them and they're just so pretty. And not to mention, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I'm not the most confident bike rider, which I feel like is just like, I mean, who doesn't like riding bikes? Me, I don't. I just like never really did it as a kid. And I know that seems like absolutely wild. Like, what did I do as a child if I didn't camp or didn't ride my bike? But I promise I had a really good childhood. I just didn't really bike. I think because like my brothers are 6 and 9 years older than me, so like when they were kind of done bike riding, I wasn't gonna bike ride by myself. It just wasn't the same, and didn't really have any neighborhood friends, so I don't know, what was I gonna do? Just like ride around in our driveway, and our driveway wasn't like a good one to bike ride, so therefore, in the logical side of me as a child was like, it just doesn't make sense to bike ride. Why would I do it? So I didn't. And my parents were kind of nice and they didn't push me, but also, here I am as a grown adult and I'm not a confident bike rider and I would never choose to do it. In fact, I did it once because my husband he's like really into mountain biking and like that kind of stuff. So he's like very confident bike rider. So it's like almost comical. My family laughed when I started dating him because they kind of found out his hobbies and they're like, wait, what? How? What? But yeah, I went with him once and it was very traumatic. So I will never be going again by choice. And I can't believe I admitted that on the internet. But you know what? I'm going to throw it out there. If anybody relates, just know that you're not alone. Next question is swimming or hiking, and I love swimming. It doesn't matter what it is, lake, ocean, water, well, obviously, lake, ocean, pool, doesn't matter. I will be in it and loving it. So that is definitely my answer, but I do love a good hike. Don't get me wrong at all. I do love a good hike, but the water, I'm a fish. I love it. And yeah, so that'd be my vote. Okay, last question is acai bowls or frozen yogurt, and definitely acai bowls. That is my weekend treat that I make for myself. It's so good. I love finding acai places to go to. It is like my top fave. So that is it. Let's skip to the end. This is how the spread turned out. Let me try to capture some of this foil. That's probably like the best, even though you mostly just see my lights reflecting. But this spread turned out super duper cute. It felt like kind of weird not to color block because I've just been in such a color blocking like zone. And like part of me was like, oh no, is this gonna be too chaotic? But all in all, it worked out. It was fun. These colors are just like all so good. So I'm glad that I like tried to use as much as I could. And for these colors being kind of a little bit like, kind of unique, like unique shades, I feel like I had the easiest time matching stickers this week. Like the Carly Plans pastel or whatever colorway, that one had really good matches. I just realized I left that blank. Cool. I'll come back to that. Anyways, so yeah, I just like found lots of matches, which was exciting. And then later in the week, I pulled in a couple from the kicks. I was like, well, I'm never going to be able to use these again, really. But this week, as I talked about kind of in my voiceover, it was a really busy week because it was the 4th of July on this day. And like, I never used an extender, so this is a pretty big deal. But it was a really big day, lots of things. And like when you're spending time with family, I feel like, especially when there's kids in the picture, you're just like doing so much. And then, we drove home at 4 a.m. and I had my first day of summer school, and then I came home and took a fat nap, and it felt good. I still feel like I'm running on like sleep deprivation just a tad, but all was good. It was a good first week at summer school, and Married at First Sight started up. So if you're watching that, let me know. Also, if you're watching Love Island, let me know. I'm still playing catch up on Love Island because those daily episodes, and then when you're gone a week, that hits hard. But yeah, overall it was fun. Like I said,
I'm not sure if I talked about this in my voiceover. I honestly can't remember, but we watched the new Minions, like Rise of Gru movie. That was cute. And then I kind of like love this little moment over here. These are little like McPlans heads, and you can get them. That sounds funny, but you can like pick the skin color and hair color, and I got the like blonde one because it could either represent my husband or my nephews, and since I have 3 nephews, I like paired them together because I watched them. And this little pop-up actually came with the kit. There was 2 of them or maybe more, I can't remember, but it was really fun to try out, and I feel like it balanced because I have some like extenders here, and then I just kind of like wrote what we did. And I tried Chick-fil-A for the first time this week, so that was pretty exciting. But and then I caught up on planning because that was long overdue. So that was my week. Hopefully you enjoyed. I am already excited for next week's spread. I just can't help it. I'm giving you a sneak peek, like, oh, so excited to go from the bright to like the calm neutral, and should be a good time. So again, thank you so much for watching. Sorry this end clip was pretty long, but I will catch you in my next video. Bye.